What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing a quick review on a cool little product from Powerlet.com. This is how you get it. The package, first class, depends on what size of component you buy. This is the product I'm going to be reviewing. It's called the Powerlet. It's for a tank storage bag installation kit. You can mount it in different ways or anywhere on your bike. If you got saddlebags or any kind of flat surface you want to mount it to. Basically what it is if you guys have your bike stored for over the winter time, if you live in the fine northern hemisphere like I do, and your bike sits in the garage for extended periods of time because the weather sucks outside and you can't get out on the bike, and you don't want your battery to die and use a battery tender. Well, this little product here is pretty wild. I saw it on the internet and I want to do it for myself. This is going to hook into your factory battery tender lead that comes off the battery, and what I'm going to do, you guys could probably find your own spot, whether you got a bagger, a road glide, a street glide. I happen to have my Dyna, so I'm going to put it on my battery box. You got to drill a hole. It comes with a nut and a metal washer in the back, and basically it plugs into your battery tender port from your motorcycle, and then you could plug your battery tender right into the side of your bike without having to remove your battery cover, which is pretty sweet. It's about 19 bucks plus shipping. I think it was like $26 total. It came within 2 days. Came in this cool little packaging, Ziploc bag. It says it's waterproof, vibration proof, oil and gas resistant, UV stable. They got a lot of cool products. They sell gerbings, heated clothing, and they have adapters where you can actually plug this in to your vest or your gloves or your fucking socks, whatever you may need for winter riding. They have adapters that plug into this. So if you have this mounted on the side of your Dyna and you're out in the winter time and you want to stay warm, you can plug your heated gear right into here. And I don't want to hear about, oh dude, in the comments, you wear heated gear, you're a pussy. What the fuck ever, man. You're out there in 24 degrees. Don't be talking shit. It keeps you warm. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do. Some of you guys may like it. Some guys may think it's hideous on the side of the bike, but it's my bike, so I'll do whatever the fuck I want. And this is what I plan on doing. So here's my scoot. I'm going to put it right here because this is really the only logical spot on the bike, because behind it there's an open space for the nut and the wire on the back. I was going to try and mount it under here, but where it mounts under here, behind that is a plug, and it'll interfere with some wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here and drill a hole the size of the back of this into my battery box, and then use a Dremel to finish the size off so it fits right. Install the washer, install the nut, tighten it down, plug it in, put the battery box on, and I won't have to remove it anymore to plug in my tender. It's got a nice little waterproof cap. Just snap it on there, just like that, and no more bullshit wires and unplugging this battery box cover. You're good to go. So I'm gonna install this thing, and maybe I'll take another clip in the middle of the video as I'm drilling a hole and show you how I do it, and wrap this video up. And maybe you guys might have some kind of bike you might want to put it on, and you're curious about the product, but I figured I'd do a review on it. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now I'm going to drill the hole in the battery box. So this is what I'm going to do. You can do it two ways. You take the washer off of here, trace a hole, just drill it out, or you could get a set of calipers here, zero it out. My battery going dead again. My battery's probably going dead. I got enough batteries here till I'm 75 years old, but I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to zero it out, it ain't working. Okay, so anyway, scrap that, I'll just use the measurement. So So what I can do is measure this, lock it down, and then obviously mark on here where I want the hole to be. Cut this measurement in half. That'll give me center. I use my center point, punch, make a mark, and then drill my hole. I'll probably end up having to use a Dremel to get the rest out because I'm not going to hog it out with a giant drill bit. It's just easier for me to go a little slower with the Dremel to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to film that because it's boring, but when I'm done I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so real quick, the outside diameter of this part that has to go through the battery box is 22.50 millimeters. So what I did was I put the washer on the battery box, traced it, then I used my calipers to make the mark there and the mark there, which was actually 22.50 wide, and I cut that in half, which is 11.25 millimeters. I used my calipers, went to the exact mark, marked my center line. So now I'll do is I'll take my center line, make a punch right in the dead center of that. I'll drill my hole, then I'll use the Dremel to clean it up. Insert this, put the washer in the back with the nut, good to go. I use this little Dremel tool here hooked up to my compressor. It's made by Blue Point, it's pretty good. Just to clean up the hole. Should fit in there pretty good. That's about it. I'll get it mounted up and show you what it looks like on the bike. Real quick. Once you drill the hole out, you're going to have bare metal. So to avoid rust, I bought this black nail polish for touch-up paint for my Harley. Instead of going to the dealer or some bullshit and paying a fortune, just go grab some black black nail polish and use it for touch-up. Or if you got some slutty girlfriend with daddy issues, she probably uses it on her nails. So you can grab it from her. Just touch up the bare metal in here so it doesn't rust on you. Let it dry, and then you can insert the little gizmo here for your battery tender. Just wanted to show you guys, and most people just overlook this step, and if you treat your Dyna or whatever bike you're doing like shit, it's going to go out in the rain, it's going to get rusty, and it's going to look like a pile of shit, even worse. So I figured I'd throw you that tip in. Alright, so the install is complete. I took my seat off to give you guys a better vantage point. See what it looks like. It's completely sealed. It's got a rubber seal that is actually a part of this. It goes behind there. It's a rubber donut, and it sandwiches between the plastic piece and the steel. There's a washer in the back and the nut. So there you have it. That's what she looks like. All sealed up all the way around. And now all you got to do is pop that open. Plug in your tender, hit charge, good to go. That's it. Hope you guys liked the review. Check out their parts. Pretty cool little part, and it doesn't look too bad. It's really small. You can also plug in your heated gear, whatever you need. Fully accessible, weatherproof, and it don't look so bad. Okay guys, that's the full review on the Powerlet product. It's going to help you out, make things a little bit more simple. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button down below, subscribe, and there'll be more videos coming. Thanks a lot.